Hello everyone, my name is Eve, also known as Evie Peasy here on YouTube and Twitch, and today we are making a red spotted mushroom inspired sim. This mushroom is also known as the fly agaric. It's that really cute fairy tale fungus that you see online a lot. I was inspired to make this sim because while I was downloading custom content, as you know, going down the rabbit hole of just spending hours and hours on Tumblr and my Sims resource, I actually found this adorable spotted mushroom inspired makeup look, and I knew right away that I had to create a sim with it. I don't really have a plan for how I want this custom to look. I just kind of want to go with the flow. I do know that I'd love to incorporate some orange and bright red tones. That way it stays consistent with the look of the fly agaric mushroom. I also wanted to make sure to have a nice blend between a realistic sim and those fantasy elements, just because I wanted this sim to be able to be added to any game and be incorporated into any type of theme someone was going for. So if someone wanted to go the fantasy route, they could definitely maybe change the attire a little bit and totally have that feel. Or if they wanted, they could add the sim to a more realistic playthrough and just make it someone who is really into fairycore. So as you can see, I've started really implementing those deep warm tones with the orangish red hair, and then that's actually the mushroom inspired makeup look that encouraged me to make this create a sim. I spent a ton of time perfecting the makeup look just because, again, I wanted to not make it too fantasy-like, but for some reason I was just having a lot of difficulty finding a nice balance between the orangish red of the hair and the actual makeup color. A lot of them were coming out this more pinkish color, and I just really didn't want that. I wanted to have that nice true red that's consistent with the mushroom. Then I spent about 10 minutes trying to find the right lips because I actually loved the lips that the randomized sim started off with, and I wanted to keep them, but for some reason I just couldn't find them again. So I went through clicking through a ton of my lip options and then ended up just undoing all the way back to before and going with the first lips that I had. I don't know if you guys are the same, but I'm a type of person who will get up in the morning, try on maybe 6 different outfits before I go to work, and then end up wearing the very first outfit. And I don't know why I do that, but I do the same thing with Create a Sim. It's like I'll go through and try a bunch of different options and then go back to the first option anyway because that's the one I wanted to go with, but I just wanted to see what other options I had. So it drives me nuts sometimes, but here I am again, just working on the coloration, and I kind of got it down pat at this point. Also, I do want to just apologize if I sound like a Muppet. I actually have a respiratory cold right now. However, I really just wanted to get this video recorded and put out because it is my first one. So if you are enjoying it so far, please go ahead and just give it a like. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe for more content just like this. If you haven't, you can also check out my TikTok and Twitch. It's the same name, at Evie Peasy, and I post more Sims and Cozy Gamer content on there because I do Twitch stream. It was also at this point that I realized I have so little amounts of accessories for custom content. Also, look how cute this strawberry dress is. I'm obsessed with it. I really wish I was able to incorporate it into this Create a Sim, but it's definitely going to be used maybe for a future strawberry inspired sim. What do you guys think? So I kept going back and forth trying on dresses and skirts because I liked the bigger look of the dresses and skirts because it reminded me of the top of a mushroom. Then I also found this white and red polka dotted skirt, but it just kept clipping with my other content. I don't know why. You can kind of see here at the top. For some reason, it was changing the top color of my shirts and it was driving me nuts. I couldn't figure out how to work it with other tops, so I ended up just kind of scrapping that idea and going with something else. But it's okay because you know what happens when your content isn't meshing well together? It just means you gotta go download more. And I am a huge addict when it comes to installing custom content. It's like you hop on to play Sims and you're like, I'm gonna play Sims for a couple hours and then just chill for the rest of the night. No, you log into your computer, you download custom content for like 3 hours, don't even end up playing The Sims, and then you're exhausted by the end of installing everything and hop off the computer. And then you get on the next day and install even more content because you feel unsatisfied with what you have. It's like when you look in your closet and you're like, I have no clothes to wear, but you have a wall to wall of clothing. Anyway, I ended up finding this mushroom skirt, which I was obsessed with. I think this is from Seasons. I don't recall, and I'm looking back and just really unsure where this skirt came from, but it just worked perfectly. Again, it has those cute little mushroom fantasy elements, but it's totally something that I would go to Urban Outfitters and buy. Now, when I found this bright cherry red tube top with the spots on it, I was like, this is perfect. It's exactly what I want to use because it perfectly resembled the red spotted mushroom. However, I feel like the red was just a bit too bright for my taste and it kind of clashed with the hair color. I even went back and changed the hair color to a brighter red to try and compensate for it, but in the end, it just didn't look well together. Like, I loved that red ruffle top and would have preferred just a slightly, literally like one shade darker tone of red. For now, I just kept going with it because I felt like I couldn't find something that was a better option, but for jewelry, as I said before, I realized I kind of need more accessories. I thought it would be cute to go with some pearls for earrings and the necklace just because it reminded me of those spots and kind of staying consistent with the theme. I also thought it was just very summery and just helped kind of add some balance between the neck and kind of the chest area. I don't know what I was thinking trying on these fishnets. Like, girl, put those away. Oh my goodness, they just looked horrible. So after I kind of switched to these pasty Elmer's glue tights, which, spoiler alert, they get taken off, but I don't know why I was going the tight route. I just thought it would look really cute, and I was trying to go for the kind of white stem of the mushroom, but no, it does not look good at all. Now, I did find this white polka dotted dress, which I loved. I thought it looked great and was definitely part of the vibe for sure, but for some reason, again, the hair color just didn't seem like it was jiving with the dress color, and I don't know why. Like I said, I just got so picky when it came to the makeup, so I went back in, touched up the lipstick a little bit, and softened up the facial features just slightly. That way it can kind of help bring the whole look together now that the hair had gone from that orangey color to a deeper red. Again, I'm still trying on the fishnets. I don't know what it was. I really wanted, for some reason, those white lace fishnets to go with the outfit. Why? Couldn't tell ya. Now for accessories, I just kept it pretty simple, put on some red polka dot nails, and then this little floral green bracelet. It reminded me of a mushroom in the flowers. It doesn't really go now that I look back at it, but just thought it was really cute and very nature themed. Of course, I got rid of those white Elmer's glue tights and scrapped them for these cute little ruffle socks, which look perfect and were definitely more along the lines of, I think, what I was envisioning, but just couldn't get down on paper. So after spending all that time looking through clothing, I ended up doing a complete 180 and swapping to this deep red cropped sweater, which was the perfect red I was looking for. Then I just threw back on that mushroom skirt to go with it again to just have a nice, cute cottagecore vibe. But everything at this point was pretty much done, and then I just went back and did a quick hair check because I went through the hair pretty quickly, but kind of knew right off the bat that this was the hair I wanted to use, so I just made sure. But other than that, this is the final look of Marsha Rooney, the Fly Agaric inspired sim. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe. See you next time.